cannot figure out how to pronounce this name of this beer.
Why
no,
is
I
that?
can figure it out.
Oh, okay. Why is it giving you
It
fits?
seems to have 2 words that have been turned into a compound word.
They've made it into a compound fraction?
Freeride.
Is that normally 2 words?
Could be, I don't know, free ride?
Yeah, I think so.
I would think it's 2 words, normally. Come on and take a free ride. Edgar Winter Group.
The mountain is high.
The valley is low.
That's right.
And we're confused on which way to go.
That's right. And specifically about
Yeah.
why this
About
is
this.
one word.
Why
when it
is
should
it
be
one
2.
word? Maybe it's pronounced differently.
And I don't see the abbreviation APA very often. American Pale Ale?
No,
I mean,
but I have seen it recently, but not as. Yeah, I saw it. I read it somewhere else, but yeah, because I started looking for it. I think once I started looking for it, I started seeing it a little bit more. But yeah, you don't see that too often. APA.
That's funny. Once I started looking for it, then I found
Well, it is one. Once you're aware of something,
Right.
it's amazing how many more. Like if once you're aware that like a flower or something is in existence, then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I saw one there, and I saw one there, I saw one there.
It's like when you buy a car and you're like, I never see these, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden then you can't stop seeing them because it's your car.
Everyone
now.
owns a Kia.
Yeah, apparently everyone owns a Kia.
Right. No,
Well,
I'm not confused.
Oh, okay. You're not actually confused.
I
Okay.
could make myself confused by looking at that word if
Let's
I wanted
not do
to.
that.
No,
Let's get
we're
away
here to
from the
eliminate your confusion,
Yeah.
especially in the beverage department.
Allow me to dispel your misconceptions.
Thank you, Father.
No, what we've got today is we're continuing with things we think would be good during the summer.
Yes.
This is not specifically a summer seasonal. I just saw this the other day. I'm not sure how long they've been doing this beer, but
I had never seen it before.
It seems fairly new to us, at least. But it is going to be a year-round option, and that's what we have. It's a beer from Alaskan Brewing Company. On this, Give It a Shot. I'm Andrew,
And I'm Keith, and we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage we're about today is, as Andrew said, from Alaskan Brewing Company. It's their Freeride APA, which is American Pale Ale. And I was looking at this one a couple of weeks ago as well, and I almost bought it. So I was glad to see you whip that one out. I was glad to see you have this one.
This beer in particular.
That's right.
Yeah, no, I went in the store, and like I said, I like in general. I almost grabbed Alaskan's Summer Ale, which we've already done previously, but I kind of wanted to refresh myself on it because another article for the Tucson happenings that we're working on the next one, and obviously it's going to be about summer beers.
Why not?
So I was like, oh, I should get that one again, and then I saw this, and I was like, well, let me try this new one. Let's find out what this is all about. So,
and here we are.
That's
And here
right.
you are with us.
and it's not overly expensive, around $7.50 I think for
Yeah.
the 6-pack,
Right.
and still in that borderline sessionable area, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
At least for
what
me.
did you give me? Did I have that information?
It's right around.
You did 5.3%.
Okay. All right, that's what I thought.
Yeah. Yeah.
So right around in that same area again, and so I'm assuming since it's pale ale, it's going to be a little bit less. It's not like an IPA, so it's not going to be crazy IBUs or anything like that. So more of that drinkable, sessionable. Hopefully, should fit in with the.
Yeah, I'll have to read more about this style actually, because I think India Pale Ale, is an American Pale Ale just a Pale Ale, or is it not the? I guess maybe it means not the European
Not a
style,
British
where it's
European,
a little
right.
maltier or a little heavier. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna find out.
We're going to find out right now.
We're gonna
and see
give you our own interpretation.
And what are we
of this.
using?
Oh,
We're using the IPA glass.
Is that an APA glass?
It's not, I don't know if they make one of those.
Probably
That'd be
not.
funny.
That's a little too specific.
I don't know what the shape would be, but I figured we wanted to concentrate our hop aromas, so that's kind of what I went for here.
Good. So we're using the IPA glasses.
Yeah.
From Spiegelau.
From Spiegelau.
Yeah,
hopefully
vortex of carbonation.
Hopefully we're lucky with the little bit more flavor maybe than some of our more recent ones, but still drinkable, refreshing. We're thinking about barbecues. We're thinking about beach time. We're thinking about all those things. That's kind of what the mindset that we're in as we're trying these beers.
And let's see if our mind is set correctly.
Yeah. This is about the darkest thing we've
That
had.
has a lot of carbonation, though.
It is very carbonated. It's the darkest thing we've had, though, too. It's still golden, but it's a little bit more of that reddish kind of color going on in there.
Yep. Let's see how concentrated this is.
Ooh,
I like that.
I know, I do too.
Some savory, some pine.
Savory, pine, and a little citrus. It's got the trifecta in there.
It does have
I
the
think.
trifecta.
Wow.
I get the at first I thought I was going to say pine first, but I'm getting the savory. I get more of the savory.
Yeah, I think the more you do, but the pine is definitely secondary, and then it kind of finishes with that nice kind of grapefruit citrus aroma then too.
This is very. This is promising so far.
This is wonderfully promising. The only thing that can be ruined by is the taste.
Let's just stop.
Yeah. This is delicious.
Walk away.
Head on to AboutBeverages.com and check out the aroma notes
And
for
the
this
aroma
beer
notes.
as well. No, we'll go ahead and taste it.
Kind of the bitter is there, the sour, bitter,
Yeah.
but without a lot of flavor attached to it. That's kind of one of those.
It's more of a like lingering flavor. Like you don't get a lot of flavor as you're actually drinking it, but like once it's settled down, I get some. I mean, there's a lot of good aromatics in there, but not a lot of like taste.
Leaves like
to
it's more like residue as opposed to.
Yeah.
Once it's gone, there's must be some stuff that sticks to the sides of your mouth and just kind of slowly releases.
Yeah. That's kind of what I'm getting out of it.
But it's teasing with the aroma.
It is, and I want to say that it's really good, just because I like the amount of aroma you're getting out of something that still seems, like I said, a little on the. I mean, like I said, there's a fair amount of bitterness back there, just because of how light the rest of it is, the body and everything. But overall, it's good. That's a nice flavor. I mean, overall,
I almost wish the aroma was back down a little bit so that I wouldn't be looking for more.
I guess it just depends on how overwhelmed you want to be with flavor too.
Yeah. Well, I always like hops, so when I get that aroma,
Yeah.
I think I want that taste because
Yeah.
that had such a great aroma. I think.
And it still does.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
does.
I think that's what has it.
I mean that smells delicious.
I wonder though if you actually had all of that in the taste, would that still hone in on being refreshing? You know what I mean? Like, because this is almost still kind of in the refreshing kind of category. I'm not saying you don't have to agree with it, but that's the only thing I'm thinking right now is that they've done a good job with probably some either late hopping or dry hopping, so you're getting a lot of the aroma. So you're not getting all the but there's some bitterness back there, but you're not getting a lot of the other flavors.
Like you said with other things before, the bitterness sometimes it needs to have something attached to it. It's better if it has some flavor attached to it.
And this does not.
And this just kind of comes with the bitter. And then, like we said, that sort of after. There's it's funny. There's like no hop until the liquid is gone, and then it's just like little release of.
That's why it's almost more
something.
Aromatics even at that point, because you're not getting a lot of taste.
Right.
So it's almost like you've taken some of the beers that we've had over the last 3-4 weeks now that are on the lighter side, that are still that kind of lighter flavor, clean, crisp, whatever kind of word you want to throw out there, and then they've dosed it with hops. So you're getting this great aroma, so you think there's going to be more there, but there's really not. There's just a little bit of secondary bitterness and then still aromatics.
Yeah.
It's a little confusing.
Yeah, it is confusing.
Maybe that's what it is more than anything. Maybe it's a little confusing. Like I said, because I want to like it.
Yeah, I do too.
And in theory, I kind of still do, just because out of all the other stuff we had, we didn't have anything that had an aroma this great. But then it's still on par with the other things. So does the aroma help out?
Well, see, like someone like, Kristen's a bad example because I don't think she'd like the taste. But somebody who maybe isn't a big hop head, because maybe it's too much in their palate, might still smell this and go, "Ooh, that smells real good," and then drink it and then think, "Oh, yeah, this might be like an introduction almost to IPA."
Possibly,
or
there's
something.
There's a fair amount of bitterness back there. Not overwhelming,
bitter, yeah,
but I'm surprised how. But I think someone could get through this if this was one of their first times.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you're
I'm
right.
Maybe
I'm
going to have to think about this one a little bit. If any of these things we're throwing out interest you, this could be a beer for you. Like I said, I'm kind of on the fence. Like I think I want to like it more than what's really there. If this was any other time of year, I wouldn't drink this again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Trying to fit it in the context of what we're talking about, like at least for me, trying to categorize it a little bit. It makes me a little bit more intrigued by it just because it's a little bit more flavor than you usually get out of some of these other summer seasonals that we've had, at least aromatically, but there's not a lot more in the taste. So,
okay, as we do sometimes, in the cooler, this and the Freestyle are sitting next to each other. And it's right now. We go outside and you pick and they're sitting next to each other. What are you going to take? Freestyle was the beer we had in our last podcast. Right? It was Freestyle.
Yeah. I'm leaning toward the Freestyle just because because that flavor was a lot more interesting than what I'm getting out of here taste-wise.
Right.
But then when I go like this,
I know.
this is
so
That's what's frustrating, because all I have to do is think about the aroma, and I want to say this beer. But if I take out the aromatics out of it, because there was not a lot in that other one, the actual flavor I got on my palate was more interesting than what I'm getting here.
Okay, so actually, then this beer is someone who doesn't want to drink. It's their beer, because all you need to do is this. That's all you want to do with it. That's all you need to do with it. Is just enjoy. Just inhale that beer.
Inhale,
and that's when you're getting the best of that beer.
That's true.
Is that wrong?
That kind of no. That's.
Am I wrong?
It's all of it. No, you're not.
I'm throwing out the Lavardi. Am I wrong?
Am I wrong?
Tell me, am I wrong?
I honestly I have to agree with that. Like I said, that is what you get. This beer is all about the aromatics. The rest of it is very secondary, if not almost forgotten to some extent. It's not bad. There's not faults. Nothing in there is weird in any way. So if that's what you're looking for, you want more of the aromatic. Don't get quite as much of the bitterness. And then still get, like I said, I think it's still overall fairly refreshing. This could be what you're going for if you want a little more flavor, which sounds weird for me to say. The lager we had last week had more of it in the taste. The aromatics are, like I said, it's all, if you could almost combine those two somehow. But then that would throw off the flavor that we got out of the other one. So that's kind of silly. But I think this could fit a wheelhouse for some people. Right. I think this is a good one that it will... if you're not sure if you're going over to some kind of gathering or you don't really know what kind of people you're dealing with, what kind of beers they normally like, I think this is a good introduction in some way to pale ales, IPAs, because it's got the great aromatics,
right?
But it doesn't have a lot of the other things that maybe more of a seasoned beer drinker would look for. So you're going to please kind of both, where, us, we're a little bit let down, but other people might still enjoy it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's intriguing, and what we'll have to do is look for other American pale ales.
Yeah, and see if maybe,
or just pale ales. I mean, I don't. Yeah, or pale ales that we know are American style, or specifically APAs.
Yeah,
we'll go maybe try that.
Yeah, and see it. Maybe this is like, wow, that is that style. They've honed in on it, and that is the best of this style.
Yeah,
can't really say, but what I can say is that everyone should head over to AboutBeverages.com and check out... They should! And check out the tasting notes for this beer from Alaskan Brewing, as well as where it hits on our recommendation scale, which I think we're still going to have to talk about a little bit.
Yeah.
This one's a little bit up in the air. Usually we kind of already know.
Yeah, right now,
not sure.
Needs a little bit more debate.
We're not sure. But
join the discussion.
Where you may find that debate, or if you want to join us in on some of that discussion, is to leave a comment here at the website, or if you're watching this on YouTube, we appreciate all the comments that we've been getting there. Or follow us on Twitter. Definitely, if you have questions about beers or want to let us know about things that we should be trying, those are all great places to get a hold of us, because we are always checking and looking at those things. But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.